What happened to this ugly, disgusting loser that after summoning him to the another world, he was immediately thrown out and left in the dangerous forest? But they didn't know that. The story starts in the royal capital of Paluma, where several demi-humans are loading boxes into the cargo. A dumbass urges them to work faster, threatening them with violence if they don't. Banaza arrives, saying thanks for the completion of his cargo's packing. He pays the workers for their efforts and suggests they relax in the hotel and enjoy a meal while waiting for his next shipment. Other losers see Banaza's actions as strange, asking why he's paying demi-humans, who are seen as inferior in their society. Even though one demi-humans refuses payment, Banaza says they deserve it for their hard work, ignoring the differences between humans and demi-humans. Thankfully, the leader of the demi-humans takes the payment, and they all go to the hotel, leaving the other merchants to call Banaza a hypocrite for treating everyone the same. The story changes to Banaza being summoned unexpectedly to the magical kingdom of Clyrode by one of its saints. Banaza, saying he's not a hero, says he's just a humble merchant. However, the kingdom believes in summoning heroes from other worlds to help them fight a dark army. Banaza agrees to a test of his magical abilities, which sadly shows he's just an ordinary man with very little magical powers. As everyone gets confused about the failed summoning, suddenly, a summoner is given a special message from the gods, making all of his basic skills much stronger, up to 999 points each. They see him as the hero they've been waiting for and ask him to save their country with his amazing magic. Even though Banaza wants to go back to his world, ignoring his requests, they leave him to wander the castle alone, leading Banaza to ask to speak with the king to understand his new reality. Banaza talks to the king and asks about being summoned. The king's helper says the gate that brought Banaza there has closed, so he can't go back because there isn't enough magic in his world to open it again. Banaza doesn't know what to do since he can't return home, but the helper says he can stay in Delavza Forest as long as he keeps quiet about the summoning mistake. Disappointed, the king says Banaza isn't a hero and sends him to the forest. On the way to the forest, Banaza tries to talk to the demi-human guiding him, but the demi-human ignores him until they get there. Banaza is surprised that slavery isn't accepted in this world and starts to see the differences between his world and this one. When they reach Delavza Forest, the demi-human gives Banaza a special bag with things from the king inside. Banaza is thankful for the bag and its stuff, but the demi-human warns him to leave the forest quickly for his safety. Even though Banaza is doubtful at first, he listens and checks the bag. While looking at a sword from the bag, he's attacked by slimes, and he defends himself. He's surprised when he levels up to level 2, even though the world's supposed maximum level is 1. As Banaza explores his new powers, he finds a symbol that lets him communicate with the system. Using it, he learns about magic spells he gets from leveling up, discovering more about this strange world. Banaza is amazed at how many spells he got just by beating the slimes. He decides to go into the forest to find a safe place for himself. But the system warns him not to because the forest is full of harmful stuff called malicium that demons produce, which is bad for people. Banaza doesn't care about the danger and asks the system to clean up the forest, even if it means losing some of his magic. With his okay, the system makes a big magic circle and cleans the forest. Banaza is surprised when the system tells him he's leveled up because of it. At the palace, the king's daughter gets mad at him for treating Banaza badly, worried he'll die fighting the Dark Army because the king doesn't care. The king says Banaza is useless and can't be their hero, but then a saint shows up and proves that someone used powerful magic to clean the forest. In the forest, Banaza is surprised he leveled up without fighting. He finds out he can level up by using magic, and his magic is all back. The system suggests he tries shapeshifting magic, so he changes into a woman and then a man, liking his new look. He also learns he can teleport, so he asks the system to take him back to the kingdom. When Banaza gets back, he feels happy and sad because he has great magic but can't use it to go home. He decides to become an adventurer to earn money by doing quests. At the Adventurer Guild, the person at the desk tells him how to sign up. She asks for his name, and he gives Fleo, hiding who he really is. She gives him a badge that shows his rank as an adventurer. Fleo takes it and looks at the quest board for a job, but then he sees a young girl asking for help to go to Delavza Forest. The girl says she'll pay and tells them her family lives there, but no one wants to go because they think it's too dangerous. Fleo says he'll do it and tells the girl he can teleport them there. The other adventurers are surprised because they don't think this ugly, disgusting loser can use such a strong spell. Fleo knows how big a deal teleportation is, usually only for really powerful wizards. A knight named Balirasa and her friends challenge Fleo to prove he can do it. Outside, Fleo shows them he can teleport, taking them to the forest. Balirasa is sorry for doubting him when they see his power. But then the girl says the bad stuff in the forest is gone. Fleo starts to say he's the one who cleaned it up, but the system tells him not to talk to the demons. They think the girl might be one, so they surround her with weapons. She changes into a demon and says she's Fenris, the sister of Fengaril of the Infernal Four. Balirasa and her friends try to fight Fenris, but they can't win against her. Fleo is okay, though. Fenris tries to hurt them, but Fleo uses teleportation to get them away and back to the kingdom. Now alone, Fleo decides to fight Fenris using all his magic spells. But that's where this video ends, and if you haven't watched, he was reincarnated as the 7th prince with god-level magical ability. Click on the video on the right and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. See you on the next one.